before we get started, I got a segment. It's called 3 on 3. These are 3
Mhm.
questions, 3 answers. You give me what you feeling. I listen. I don't judge. I do make assessments, but I ain't gonna judge you.
Copy.
Off the top, the top 3 cities that you visited.
Chicago is number 1 for
Mhm.
sure. Mm, Probably Atlanta number 2,
Yeah,
and then a sleeper, San Francisco. San Francisco is gorgeous.
I believe it. I believe
Man,
it. I need to get out there, man. I need to get out
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
You
you're
was
gonna
going
know
out
it
to
as soon as we get to the airport, brother.
man. You was going to any of the vineyards or anything like that?
I didn't get the chance. We had one show to do, and we was coming off for Oakland the night
Okay.
before. We had to go in there last minute, boom, knock it out, and then head back to the crib. But I say next time I go there, brother, I got to. Cause
You got
Oakland and San Fran, they close by each other. So
across the
we
bridge.
got, man, we got to see a little bit, but we ain't really get to dive in there. Oakland is another sleeper too, and
Yeah.
one more I'll probably say Memphis. Memphis up there for me.
Hey, that's where I'm at right now. But we're
Memphis.
gonna talk about why I haven't done an official meetup with you lately. I'm gonna give you the reason why later on.
All right.
Right now, I know you're an R&B guru. You love your music. So the first one is going to be your top 3 R&B artists right now.
Woo-hoo!
Right now.
Shit. Let's see. I wasn't prepared for this one. Okay, top. All right, we talking about currently, or we talking about just
Current.
living overall? Oh, current.
Current.
Okay, yeah. Number 1, I'm gonna probably go Summer Walker.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's a good one.
Summer Walker, man. People say what they want about her, but that girl is skilled.
For sure.
I gotta go. I mean, here's the thing. Like Usher's still active though, so it's like I know we ain't talking about legends, but I gotta put Usher in there, and then my number 1 probably just overall, like whenever they drop, I gotta hear it. That's Chris Brown for sure.
Okay. I said I don't judge. I had an
Mm-hmm.
assessment when you said Usher, and if you said Usher and you ain't mentioned Chris Brown, we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. We're gonna get into it a little bit later.
Nah,
Because
for sure.
I got a hot take for your ass.
Uh-oh.
Top 3 hip hop artists right now. I know that's gonna be
Oh
tough
man.
for you because I see you tweet artists all the time.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go. We talking about rapping. I gotta go Drake number 1 for sure.
Okay.
That's my favorite rapper. I got Dot in there 2, and then at 3, I'm gonna try to pick somebody that people wouldn't expect. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like recently, probably within the past, I don't know, maybe year or so, Larry June. I've been tapped into Larry June
Yeah.
heavy. So yeah, those probably top 3 in my rotation right now. And again, I want to clarify, I'm not one of them new Drake and K Dot fans.
Nah,
All this little shit
you've
they
been
got
on.
going on right now. I'm talking about Section 80 K Dot. I'm talking about comeback season, room for improvement Drake. What you
Yeah,
understand? Like
you
that's the
talking about
Drake I'm a
peak
fan.
coat on the cover Drake.
Correct. There we
Yeah,
go. So yeah, but yeah, still, which speaks to their skill, bro. For them to still be relevant all these years later is crazy.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it, man. So I came across you like between 2012 and 2015, the golden years of what's formerly known as Twitter, but now known as X.
Still can't call it that.
I still can't call it that. It's still Twitter to me. Your mama named you Clay. I'm gonna name you Clay. I'm gonna call you Clay. Talk to me about between 2012 and 2015. What made Twitter so special back then?
Man, it was before everybody had a brand. We was
Ooh.
literally just coming there to kick it. I think everybody now is brand conscious. Everybody's scared to get canceled. people started getting pages deleted, after that era and all of that. So, but back then it was no man's land. We was saying whatever, doing whatever, didn't have to worry about no repercussions of it. But now you got even people pulling tweets back up from then and
Yeah,
canceling people from tweets they had back then. So I would say just for one, everybody wasn't so brand conscious. We was literally like just one big family kicking it every day. You know what I mean? Didn't have to worry about none of the extra stuff that you got to worry about now. You know what I mean?
absolutely. Same here. I think the good thing about it, it felt like we were all at the cookout and we were just chopping shit up, just chopping it up. Uh, them jokes was getting off. Uh, I mean, it was a good time, man. Like I know people who have hooked up from Twitter. I know people who've gotten married off of Twitter from that time. Uh,
Yeah,
me
and that
low
was the
key being one of them.
chronological order days. That was before this little algorithm shit they doing. I don't know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
we
about.
don't
The
know what that is,
chronological order days. You hear me? Hashtag days, music Mondays, and all of that shit. Like,
man.
yeah, it was a
Wagon
totally different time.
Wednesdays.
Right, you already know. It was a totally
Hey,
different
man,
time back then.
man. I mean, one of the best lines Drake has is "What a time to be alive," and that was a time to be alive.
Yes, sir.
But for you, would you classify yourself, because I think the perception of you has changed since then. Do you think that you were a menace back in those days?
I think I was a little less refined in my messaging, but in
Ah,
terms of the substance of what I say now, it's pretty comparative to what I was saying then. I just talked more recklessly back then. That's why they hadn't been able to pull no old tweets to cancel me, right?
mm-hmm.
He wasn't saying, "Oh, black women are trash." Or, I was never on that. You know what I mean? I
Right.
was always just combating with logic and shit that made sense, but I was doing it in a boisterous way back then
Mm-hmm.
as compared to now. Like I said, you got to be more brand conscious in your delivery. But even with that, brother, like the substance of my messaging is still the same.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it just goes to your name, Trill.
Hmm.
You are real. You
Right.
are like,
Appreciate that.
from what I've seen and what I've experienced, like you've remained the same. So you're, even like you said, your messaging hasn't changed. It's just a little bit more refined.
Mhm.
So I definitely agree with you. But then there was a shift that occurred because I remember you would be tweeting out like random things like "I ain't working hard enough" or "the grind is still being worked on." Like, wait till y'all
Right.
see me next year. And from that time on, I've seen you on TMZ. I just saw you at the Essence Fest. You're on
Right.
stages. How does it feel that you actually spoke those things and it's manifesting for you now?
Man, it's just I think I just eventually just took control or took a hold of and leaned into my quote unquote influence. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I always been kind of I don't want to say influential. That sounds like something crazy, but just I've always had a decent amount of influence on
Yeah.
my surroundings, even before online. I'm talking about just running around the neighborhood, like people just gravitate to me. But I always kind of shot away from that. I'm kind of introverted. I'm not really a person that's loud and boisterous and out there meeting everybody and shaking everybody's hands and all of that stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
forever, I kind of just fought against that. And I think around the time you talking about was when I just leaned into it. It's like, look, man, I'm kind of getting pushed in this direction.
Yeah.
So let me see what'll happen if I just buckle down and really like do what I got to do in terms of building this influence and building this platform and building these things up. And I probably within about a month of just buckling down and doing that, things start happening. And
Man.
that's when I started getting in mind like, okay, nah, things are gonna look very different in 12 months or 15 months. I just kind of got a hint in. It wasn't me guessing, it was just literally watching like the uptick and me just giving a little bit of effort. Because back then, like I said, or like we both said, we used to just be kicking it, bro. We used to be
Yeah.
saying shit. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like it was substance to what was being said, but
For
it
sure.
wasn't with the platform. I mean, with the idea of building a platform or becoming this influencer or
Mm-hmm.
that shit wasn't it. We was just kicking it and chopping it up, and
It was
certain quotes was
entertainment.
taking off, or But like I said, once I buckled down and be like, okay, let me lean into this. I done sat back, I done analyzed the game, and now I kind of know my lane in it, or I know what they want to hear from me. So let me just
Mm-hmm.
tap into that.
You talk about even what you just said there, like I know you don't want to lean into the influencer thing because it's definitely some negative connotation with it, and there's a stigma to it. Let me say it like that: it's a stigma to it. But what are some of those moments that made you feel like your words started to hit different and you started to see that shift? Like, was there any type of affirmation that happened that said, you know what, I'm seeing it now?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I think most people would probably figure like when the celebrities and shit start showing you love and stuff like that. But that wasn't it for me. It was the testimonies, bro. It was the
Yeah,
people in my DM saying, "Hey, bro, like you really helped me with that." You know what I mean? I never looked at things from that perspective, and I started applying what you said to my life, and I started elevating. Start making more money. I started attracting women. I started doing this. I started doing that. So at that point, it's like, whoa, that wasn't part of the plan. Like I said, we was just chopping it up. But people making real life decisions based on what I'm saying. Okay, I gotta tighten this up a bit. I gotta refine the messaging a bit. Not change who I am. Not change the substance of what I'm saying, but just be more responsible with it. So I feel like that was really the turning point, like getting those testimonials, man. Whether it be online or running into people in person in the grocery store, people coming up to you and just showing hella love and quoting tweets and all type of stuff. It's like, wait, damn, now y'all really tapped in. Okay,
yeah.
say no more.
And I would even say, let's remove influencer and just call you an impactor because that's what it boils down to. You're
I'll
impacting
take that.
people's lives.
I'll take that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
So then you make a transition. Not even a transition. There's being more added to your plate. So tonight's conversation comes on. What does it feel like to be a part of this incredible group and this incredible brand? Because this brand is different from any other brand. It's not like
Yeah.
you can just go to YouTube and pull up these conversations. You got to be a part
Mhm.
of the community.
Yeah, it opened my eyes to a whole new world. Um,
Hmm.
because a lot of what I was doing prior to was just online, and
Yeah,
even more condensed than that, just on Twitter at first when we first started making content. Like we was just uploading to Twitter, nowhere else. But tapping in with Ace, man, like that dude does not get half of the credit that he deserves. When I say the biggest podcaster out in terms of in our culture,
yeah,
hands down. I don't like you name anybody and they not doing the numbers that he doing in
yeah,
person, live shows and stuff like that. First
for
tour
sure.
that I went on, how it even happened was like, because I was on Twitter and then I ventured into TikTok and I ventured into Instagram and then the clips and stuff started blowing up that way. But he seen
Hmm.
the movement and he was just like, hey bro, I rock with you, man. Like, I want you to pull up to my crib because that's where his studio is.
Yeah,
He's like, we do these these in person shoots and stuff, and I've been seeing like some clips here and there of them,
yeah,
and it was always dope conversation. I was like, damn, okay, nah, man, them boys really moving. You know what I mean? And just so happened he reached out one day and said, bro, I want you to pull up. And he paid for my flight. He paid me a fee to come do it and all types of stuff. I was like, oh nah, bro, really about his business. You know what I mean? Like it ain't just a hey, just come kick it with me. It's like, nah, bro, I want to pay you for your time and this, that, and the third. And just getting there, like how those seasons are shot, like you got to have a totally different discipline. He literally shoots whole seasons in a weekend.
oh yeah.
So it's
That's the
like,
Tyler Perry method.
yeah, I'm talking about like, and it's structured. You get
Yeah,
there, it's like, okay, your call time is 7. Then you take a break at 8. You got a 9 o'clock. You got 11 o'clock. You got a 12. Like it's structured. You know what I mean? And it's professional and it's ran. And it's just leaving that just opened my eyes like, whoa, like I'm not taking this serious enough. You
man.
understand what I'm saying? But yeah, leaving the in studio shoot, I went down there, did my thing. And he say, hey, bro, I really, rock with you the second and third. We about to go on tour. How would you feel about that? I'm like, tour, bro. Again, something else that just never crossed my mind. I'm tweeting and making little clips for social media. I'm tour. And at first I was like, no, because I was so focused on building, my platform and all of that, and I was doing crazy numbers at that time.
Yeah,
So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to interrupt that. And he was like, nah, bro, just come do one show and see how you like it. And if you ain't rocking with it, then you know it's all love. But if you is, I want to bring you on. We got 30 cities coming up this fall. So I said, all right. Chicago was the first show. Walked in and it was like 500 people, and it was just like, whoa. Okay, no, this is different, you know, because again, it's a lot of people call themselves influencers or creators, but they
Yeah,
talking to their camera in their quiet, comfortable room, right? But now you in
legit
front of 500 people like that, and it's
on
like,
the spot.
okay,
It's
boom,
different.
you know, yeah, talk that shit that you was talking
Yeah,
before, you know, and the style of the show is random Q&A. You don't know what's coming. We don't get a prep sheet or, hey, bro, these gonna be the questions asked. Y'all get a little time to get ready for them. It's like, nah, fans come up, ask it, and he be like, all right, Trill, what you think? And it's just like, you gotta, you know what I mean? So it's like that opened my eyes to it, like, oh, this is different. You understand what I'm saying? And another thing about bro, gotta give him his credit. He pay you handsomely to go do
yeah.
it. It's not chump change to go out there. You understand what I'm saying? So
It's worth your
leaving
time.
that, oh, for sure, for sure. And you know, regardless of what people saying out there, I know it's a lot of talk and things of that nature. But nah, bro is professional, man. He bought his business. And yeah, so leaving that, I was like, man, hell yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I want to do it. And that was that. Been rocking with him ever since. But getting back to what I said, like, bro don't get half the credit he deserves as
Mhm.
far as his impact. And it's because of what you said. The full things are not on YouTube or they not on this place or that place. So people thinking that, oh, you know, it's just these little clips on Instagram.
Mhm.
Nah, brother. We was on a 30 city tour, and on average, it was 3,000 asses and seats in every city we went to, bro. On
And for
average.
perspective, you got artists who not even doing 30 cities.
Correct.
You got a lot of artists just doing 10 and they out. So for y'all to
But
hit 30 cities, that's amazing. That's a huge accomplishment.
wild part is this, bro. It's like we hit 30 cities, and like I say, averaging 2,800, 3,000 per city.
Mm-hmm.
Some cities like New York, Atlanta, those 4,000, 5,000
For
sometimes.
sure.
New York, we did 3 nights in New York, and we had 4,000 people every night, back to back to back. Even like the rappers and stuff that was there, they say, bro, artists don't do that out here. Like a podcast doing that is nuts. So we ended up wrapping up that tour, and we took like a month off. And bro hit me. It's like, hey, he said, hey, I'm thinking about Dublin, going right back in the spring. What's up? What you on? I was like, damn. So you talking about in 3 weeks? He said, in 3 weeks. I say, bet. So we did it again, like back
Yeah.
to back, like a month break and another 30 back to back. You understand? So it's like, and it was the same turnout. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people not doing that. You look at these podcasts that you think are big, go to their live show. It's not 4,000, 5,000 people watching them podcasts.
They're not even having a live show for that matter.
Exactly, bro.
So yeah, I
Exactly.
definitely commend them for that. That is
Mhm.
amazing in itself. One of the smallest details that you said, but is one of the biggest things I don't think people understand. When he said, "Come out to the studio," he paid for your ticket and he paid for your time. A lot of people don't understand. If I'm flying you out somewhere, I need to cover that charge. A lot of people be like, "Just pull up." Like, nigga, no, you got to pay for me to come. You asking for me to come.
And here's what else, bro. Remember I said we toured and did 30 cities?
Yeah.
He didn't have no sponsors, brother.
Oh, that's a
He
whole nother
paid
level.
for everything all out of pocket. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's people
Oh
can
man,
say what they are, but bro, it's a
yeah.
totally different animal, brother. I ain't gonna lie.
Hearing that right now makes me want to just play some Rick Ross and get my life together.
Right.
Because I need to get my money up. Because for him to do that, major shouts out to him. Like I commend him, and what he's doing needs to be studied. Legit.
For
Um,
sure. For sure.
absolutely. I'm not jealous of a lot of people. I'm
Hmm.
jealous of you of one thing. This past weekend in Essen Fest, you had the best seat in the house.
Sit
I'm
next
a
to
happily
Toya.
married man. I'm a happily married man, but top 3 of my celebrity crushes is Toya Johnson. and
Right.
she was able to be a part of the Essence Fest stage this year. I ain't gonna go into that conversation too much
Right.
because I want to continue to like you. I want to continue to be to follow you. I want to have a good memory of you. I don't
Right.
want no bad blood between us. But how does it feel to be on? Growing up, Essence was like where our aunties and uncles go to, but now
Everything,
we
bro.
turning into those aunts and uncles. So how does it feel to be at the Essence Fest on the
Man, that
stage
was
and not just
yeah,
in attendance?
yeah, that was my first time being an active member of it. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, it's a totally different ball game out there, man. First off, salute to Toya. Toya got up there and killed on
I
stage.
believe
Like
it.
a lot of celebrities that we have on our pod, they'll get up there and they'll be a little, they may say something decent here there, but they be a little shy and they be a little taken aback because, like I said, the crowds are kind of massive. But even at that festival, right? Like they had stages and different things like that. And you know how festival work, like Coachella or the Roots or something. Like people kind of just moving around. You may have 50 people watching this one, 100 watching that one, whatever. And when we was getting set up, like it was probably 60 people. And then once we started show, it was like 400 came
It
and
grow real
just
quick.
so it was crazy. But to her credit, like she was a consummate professional, bro. Like she is incredible in
Yeah,
terms of her articulation, her, asking questions, answering questions off the fly, doing her 1-2 steps. So man, salute to Toya for real, for real. But as far as Essence as a whole, yeah, it was, man. Salute to Essence, man. Them boys rolled out the red carpet for us, bro. We had
yeah,
VIP the whole way, in every aspect of it, brother. From the stage to the, credentials and concert access and green room access. We was in every green room behind every stage. Free food, all you can drink alcohol, and I was drinking Crown Apple out there because they
there you
didn't
go.
have no, you know what I mean. I was up back on that Crown Apple again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, got to meet so many incredible people, bro, and from the Luke Jameses to the Jason
Man,
Weavers to Chris Tucker was out there, Master P is out there. Um, but just got to meet so many amazing people, and the wild part is that like you would think that since they've been celebrities for a while, they would be a little stuck up. Everybody was humble as hell. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And everybody was cool. Like we was kicking it. Like we've been on each other 10 years out there, bro. So it's just like that's the energy. It's like we family. It wasn't no
yeah,
fights. It wasn't none of that. It's people just literally walking around, drinking, eating that good ass New Orleans food and
man.
having an incredible time, bro. So salute to Essence.